new talent. I've been talking since I was a kid. But I wasn't using it the way I use it now. So number one, I'm gonna let you sit down. Number one, who are you doing this for? Who will benefit from you taking this business to the next level? Who's gonna benefit? Who will be a better person? Number two, I want you to write down, what's that impossible when you can have a seat? What's that impossible for you? What's that impossible for you? I want you to write it down right now. Because at the end of today, that's what I want from you. What's the impossible? Is it a dollar figure? I want to make an extra $1 million a year. What is it? Is it a dollar figure? Like really, in America, if you're going to be successful, don't hesitate. Like he's right. If you're hesitating, if you're thinking about it, you're never going to do it. Why? Don't hesitate. Why? Because the way the brain is designed, the brain it can't do two things at once. As powerful as the brain is, it cannot think two thoughts simultaneously. You're either thinking one thought or you're thinking another one. So when you're hesitating, what does it mean? It means you're using energy to stop. It means that whatever your dreams and goals are, you're not using your energy and your strength to make that happen. So I'm going to give you 3 things and I'm going to get out of here. I got a plane to catch, right? Nothing is impossible. So you have to decide before you leave, what's that first thing that's been impossible for you? I want you to attack it and overcome it because listen to me very closely. In America, once you make your first 7 figures, it's a wrap. Listen to me very closely. I'm just being honest with you. High school dropout. My mama got pregnant with me at 17 years old, south side of Chicago. My grandma had 14 kids in a 3-bedroom house with 1 bathroom. We come from poverty. My mom had a different name. I don't even know what she called it. Like, she had put an adjective with this poverty. I don't know what she said, but it was like deeper than poverty. Objective poverty. Something she said, I was like, wow, that's crazy. She's like, we didn't have nothing. Like, my sister's shoes, I got her shoes. Her clothes, I got her clothes. And we got it from welfare. My mom, she was like, son, when I tell you poverty, you don't even know what poverty is. This is where I come from. So I'm saying this to you because there are no excuses. If I can come from a 17-year-old female that got pregnant and my biological father was not in my life, high school dropout, lived in abandoned buildings and got to this point, you can do it too. Why? Because we're in America. And nothing, we can't say that everywhere in the world, but in the United States of America, nothing is impossible if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to put in the grind.
Welcome, y'all. I know it's late Tuesday, but it's still Tuesday talk. Been busy all day in the lab, in the gym, ripping and running. Doing what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I've been real busy. And with that being said, the topic is on facing the moment, not being scared of it. So with this topic, a lot of times I promise y'all that I be thinking of these topics a long time ago, but right before it's time to talk about them, he put certain situations or other people's situations in my life to relate to these topics. So I don't have a Bible verse today, but I would say that I was talking to someone and the dream that they was having, it was about them losing someone that they really love and was close to. And the dream wasn't the fact that that person go die in real life. It was the fact of them showing them that that person that's been with you forever gonna have to move on and you gonna have to stand up and take everything that that person gave you. And like the topic say, face the moment and not be scared. That person that been had your back for numerous of years. That person has been with you for forever and supported you. Now it's time for you to do what you gotta do and use everything that that person gave you and master it and achieve because that person can no longer be there for you. You have reached the limit of that person. Not saying that person gonna exit your life, but that person is to the point where they have finished their task and they on to another task that you have to achieve. That's basically what it was telling that person. Again, facing the moment and not being scared of it. So I'm gonna tell you how it is. A lot of y'all know and a lot of y'all don't know. I have a 1-year-old. And like this past weekend, she did something that I posted that I tried to get her to do when she was crawling. I tried to get her to do last week when I had her, which was a little basketball net thing. And I was shooting it, putting it in her, and I'm thinking she gonna catch on. But as soon as I didn't pay attention, her timing, which is God's timing, yeah, I know how that works. It's always God's time. She decided to get in there and just put the ball in there and dunk it herself. And she did it again. And she did it again. And it was to the point where inside me, I was crying of joy because, of course, I love basketball and it's my life. But it was the fact that I was able to say I was part of teaching her something and she actually paid attention and done it. Like, there's no greater feeling than your child doing something that you taught them and you seeing them succeed. Another story is about my car. So a couple months ago, I made a comment and I talked about how I went away for the summer, and as I'm going away, my service engine light come on. This a testimony, and this got something to do with facing the moment and not being scared of it. And my car engine light came on, and you know what I did? I kept on driving. I took it to the place. They told me how much it cost, between 1,500, 2,000 to get a, you know what I'm saying, turbo boost, blah blah this and that. I couldn't file on insurance because my last insurance dropped me because of a lot of incidents, speeding tickets, etc. So my new insurance, I don't want to claim nothing on it because I don't need my insurance going up. I don't need my record looking bad. I'm trying to clear my record, etc. So as I'm driving away, going to work, getting something to eat, it was a deep pothole. Couldn't dodge. It was even get hit another car, which was a police car, or try to pray that the pothole won't go damage the car, which it did, which caused about 3,000 or something under the right tire. So that 3,000 plus that 1,500 to 2,000 is all I need to get my car running right, which has 120 some miles on it. I had the car for 5 years, etc. Not to mention, it's like 6% to the oil change. I'm going to dealerships and dealerships and dealerships where I'm at, asking for I could pay this car, no, I could pay that. They telling me, oh, you don't make enough. You need a cosigner. You need to put 1,000 down. You need to put 2,000 down. At the time that I'm going, I don't really have no money. I have enough money to survive with gas, getting something to eat, but the other money went to bills, etc. You know what I'm saying? And enough that if I put it down, then how I'm gonna get to around the place I'm at, how I'm gonna travel on weekends to play. You know what I'm saying? So all that going into play, with you being alpha male that's trying to make it on your own that really don't have the support that some people do, a lot of people don't that you really want. You have to do what you have to do. So I keep on driving, keep going to dealerships. I keep trying to take a loan out of my bank, trying to take a loan out of a credit card, trying to take this out, trying to take loans out. I know I got a good credit record, etc. But they all saying, "Oh, you don't make enough." That's when I realized that I don't make enough, and my work at a certain job I should be getting paid more and doing more, which challenged myself, which is another topic. Back to the call, I'm still trying, I'm making calls, I'm texting people, I'm asking them, let me borrow 1,000, let me borrow this. I will pay you back because I was still getting paid from my regular job and I was making extra money on the summer. So I knew I was gonna have it on the back end, but I needed the money to get a new car at the beginning of the summer or the middle of the summer. I knew by the time that money I had was gonna be on the back end. But you know, a lot of people giving me the runaround excuses, this is that and this. And I'm looking at it, it's a test. I'm facing the moment. Keep going, keep pushing. I'm going home after work. I'm depressed. I'm going to sleep. I'm crying in my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work out to try to calm myself. I'm talking to myself, facing the moment, facing the moment. To the time I got paid my last check before I renewed the contract, and I said everything I got on this check plus what I got in my account. I'm gonna go to this dealership. I'm gonna tell them this the car I want, and this how much I'm putting down. So I go to the dealership, and I wanted another car. They sold it right before I got there. So my second option car was there, which is the car I got now. And I said, this what I got. This one so and so. He said, all right, I'm gonna go check. We go work with it. He came back and said the minimum they'll take is so and so, which was the money I had on me. And I couldn't do nothing but thank God and call my mama. Like, I faced the moment. I kept going, I kept going. I didn't stop. I kept trying, I kept pushing. And in due time, soon as it was almost time to change that oil on that car that I didn't want to pay the change because I knew I was trying to trade in. God blessed me. He made me face the moment and not be scared of it. Yes, I got depressed. Yes, I kind of got down, but I didn't stop. And with me not stopping, I got to the finish line of what I need to get to. Another story. So a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, I hurt my hand playing basketball. Now to mention on this day, y'all that know me know I work out 2 times a day. On this day I said no, I'm gonna run and lift and call it the quits. I've been working out 2 times a day. I've been trying. I'm tired. My body a little tired. So I said, no. Since I got to go this way anyway to go handle some business or see somebody out of this and do all the business work, I might as well go on hoop. But my conscience was already saying, no, you go run and live and call it quit. So I went to hoop. Again, follow your first mind, follow what God telling you. I wasn't supposed to hoop. So I went to go hoop. I hurt my hand. I bust a blood vessel, sprained my hand. It's been swollen. It just went down in God's grace in due time. So it happened after a camp and it's going down to get me ready for other events. But in the midst of the time, facing the moment, some people like go to the ER. Some people like this net. But me knowing me, I get on Google, I research, I read. I'm looking at certain spots. I know it ain't broken because I can still feel it. I can do this and then I just know I sprained it bad. I'm doing this, and I'm like, if it's not doing this, but a certain day I go to the ER, it started doing it. So God, like, it wasn't doing a lot, went down some. God, like, be patient, face the moment. You know what I'm saying? You done went through worse than this. You done had surgery. You done went through so and so tasks. Face the moment. I need you to go through this as another testimony to show how I work, how I build, how I get you over things, how I get you through things, how I get a lot of people do things that don't give me the credit. How I'm gonna show you that you being patient and facing the moment and pushing and grinding, they'll get you back to where you was at, if not better. And again, my hand not swollen no more. You might see a little bit, but it's not really swollen because I faced the moment and I went through everything I had to go through. And I used patience and I prayed and I kept pushing and I kept doing what God wanted me to do, which was these Tuesday talk, motivating, educating these children, coaching these children, doing what I got to do. Because again, he put some leaders and certain people do stuff to be another testimony, another voice, to let the younger know and other people know that anything is possible as long as you face the moment. So I faced the moment. Moving on to the next thing. And also with the hand stuff, I feel like that happening made me come back home where I would have been led to a situation that I shouldn't have been led to. So God made something happen to me. So I wouldn't go where I had to go. And I could have been somewhere depressed, hurt, maybe even gone. But he protected me. And I thank God for that. And I'm here on live to tell y'all, thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus, for saving my life and protecting me. No matter if I didn't see the problem then, I definitely see it now. Which happened with my injuries too. Certain stuff I didn't see then, I see now that he was protecting me. Better days. Then we gonna move on. Don't think a tragic moment mean you can't win. It's actually to make you focus on all the things you learned up to that point. Sometimes we go through something and we think that we are done, it's over with. But you're not facing the one moment. You're not standing up strong. You're not putting on your armor of God and your grace and letting the enemy, the devil, and whoever know that you're not about to break me. I'm gonna keep on going and keep on pushing because I put my mind to it. I kept on striving, and you gonna keep on striving. You let a tragic moment, make you go backwards instead of you putting all the pieces together that God to put on your plate or to put you through, which He gave you all the formula to now solve that equation and get through that test. I did it before. Went backwards. Tried to talk to people again when I shouldn't. Tried to go do certain teams, certain workouts, and I shouldn't. Tried to prove myself to certain people where he gave me all the stuff I needed to move on from some of those situations. And now that I look back, I thank God for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he showed me and hurt and made me hurt again because I tried to do something that he didn't want me to do. But he also blessed me to get through it once I paid attention, facing the moment and not being scared of it. Sometimes we go backwards because we scared. We don't feel like we could cheat. We feel like we need help. The only help you need is to put your hands together, get on your 2 knees or whatever, and talk to God and let Him know you trying your best, and you want Him to help you, guide you through that path, and He will do it. As long as you believe and have faith. Some of y'all know God, some of y'all know the faith, but y'all be so scared to talk to other people about it and bless other people and mentor other people because y'all scared on how they gonna feel about you or how they gonna feel about your situation. To be honest on this line, I don't care how my childhood friends, best friends, mama, cousin, whoever feel about what I'm saying because I know God got me. And most of them people know how I feel about God, and they gonna respect me and my grind and my hustle. They really down for me and they love me. But y'all be so scared that y'all gonna lose certain opinions, certain connections because how you feel, how you talking about God. That's what He wants you to do. That's how you wing out the ones who don't care, who don't need to be with you, rather the ones who do care, who need to be with you. Don't be scared. Face the moment. On to the next. So I tried to ask for help and basically got ignored when it came to the car. I tried to ask for help and basically got ignored by certain people when it came to borrowing the money being a co-signer. I tried to ask for help and basically got ignored when it came to speaking my mind, my test, my energy, my experience. And I started noticing a lot of them people that ignored me gave other people attention, which I felt some type of way. Or I know some of them people that know me and didn't help me help some of the other people who definitely ain't put in the work or wouldn't pay them back as quick as I would or wouldn't do some of the stuff I did for them. But I couldn't get mad because I had to figure out that basically me getting annoyed was because God wanted me to face it alone. He wanted me to do everything alone. God wanted me to Himself. He made me go through a lot of this stuff on my own, and a lot of them people ignored me because he wanted me to tell the next kid I did a lot of stuff on my own with just him in my life to show them that they don't need to depend on nobody. Not no drug dealer's best friend, cousin, whoever. Just depend on him and he gonna get you through. Where after I noticed some of these people that ignored me where I asked to speak my voice on their platform, they ignored it, or to help me and they ignored it. It was to speak my voice on my platform, which is Tuesday Talk, Mr. Better Days. So y'all can hear it here first. Now, if they want me to talk on it now after, y'all heard it here first. All my viewers, my main fans. He wanted me to talk on here first. And I got a guest next week. That's the surprise for y'all. Just to let y'all know. I got a guest speaker who gonna speak a blessing on y'all and I'm gonna break it down. Real talk. Then some of us we get to the edge of the diving board and turn around. That's just another way of breaking down, facing the moment and not being scared of it. We get to the end of the diving board to dump in and jump in a deep feet, and you get scared and hesitant that you're not gonna come up once you dive in that water. God gonna bring you up. And all you gotta do is use your paddling and your arm and get to the side. He gonna give you the energy. He gonna give you the boost. He gonna give you the formula to get you back to the top. And all you gotta do is use that little push to swim to the side. But a lot of y'all turn around on that diving board and give in and say, I can't do it, or I'm scared, or I don't want to die. That's what they got lifeguards for. And that lifeguard is an angel in your situation. Because God already gave you the power that when you jump down in some water, you come up before you even try to sink. And while you coming up, you supposed to be swimming towards the side. You look and see your surroundings. Before I jump in, I know which way I'm going. So after I jump in and do my little whatever, I'm already swimming before I get to the top. So when I'm getting to the top, my momentum getting me there because I believe in myself, I believe in God, and I know I'm gonna be safe. And if I was to slip and fall, my angel, which is the lifeguards, go come save me. That just made me happy because I didn't even know I was gonna put it together like that. Thank you. Sometimes you gotta tell God thank you. And I'm at a different state of mind. Like I call myself an educated thug, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because when it comes to facing the moment and not being scared, they be like, "Why you call yourself an educated thug? Why you?" Because I grew up in low poverty. We didn't have the best of nothing. I did a lot of stuff that I can't say that I'm proud of, but I can't say I'm not proud of because I got the experience, whether it was stealing, fighting, you know what I'm saying, and etc. Let any young man or any guy or any boy try to experience and do. But the difference is I realized the change in my life and where I want to go as a pro, as a professional, And I changed my life early enough to know that I had to make it for myself and be a leader towards my siblings and help my family out before I could really help everybody else. I really put my family and people that looked up to me before I did myself, which it helped. But a lot of people say sometimes you're supposed to put yourself before everybody else, but sometimes you put yourself before everybody else. That make you a selfish individual, and you don't think about some of those other people, and you make decisions on your behalf. And sometimes your behalf ain't the good behalf because back then you should have been making the decision to make sure them other people were satisfied and happy. So when it was time to be on your behalf, they were set, and you didn't have to worry about them. But you were scared to face the moment. So you tried to make it about yourself instead of carrying certain people on your own, knowing you had faith or on your shoulder, knowing you had faith and you had God to help you lead them, you, and the situation to a better place. I don't know what, but better days, man. Better days. Then, last one, I think, unless God put something else on my mind. Don't be also, don't be also be one of them believers that's judgmental. So I went to church and they were talking about how certain church people be scared of COVID now, so they be like, "Oh, I ain't going to church because of COVID," but they'll go to a basketball game, football game, to the park, club, etc. But you won't go to church for club COVID. And I got to thinking, what about these same people that's so-called religious and judgmental, but they religious, but they judge a black man or they judge people by how they dress, or they judge people by their lifestyle, or they try to live they so-called holy lifestyle or they goodness in you, but they still judging other people. If you so judgmental and holy, you should not be talking about other people like y'all do. You should not be down on other people like y'all do. You should not be trying to relate people to some of their failed obstacles in their life like y'all do. Some of y'all holy judgmental people. Sometimes y'all wonder why the young generation don't come to church or don't want to be around some of the holy and gospel in the church. It's because they have seen, heard, or experienced some of y'all holy gospel people talking so bad about other people or doing negative stuff, but then judging the next person on what they doing. That's not right. Everybody make mistakes. Everybody make flaws. One thing that I know Coach Q do, my trainer, when we hold him, he say no flaws on me, no flaws on three, which means we try our best to get rid of all our flaws. But we know everybody has flaws. Even the pastor got flaws. My pastor got flaws. Real talk, like everybody got flaws. So you don't nobody have room to judge nobody. But it's crazy that the most Christian and holy people that know the Bible, know the gospel, be the main ones judging, or be the main ones giving up, or be the main ones giving in. Instead of being leaders and being a presence and showing that you believe in God and standing strong and not talking about nobody, but trying to encourage everybody or trying to bring everybody as one, instead of talking about everybody, dividing them, or instead of acting like you can't fool with them and letting them sink and fail. You're not facing the moment at all. No matter if you're a pastor, mentor, deacon, big sister, big brother, you're not facing the moment. If somebody come to you and tell you they want to do something, you need to be trying to help them, no matter who you is. If you believe in God, face the moment. Don't pick and choose who you want to help. You help everybody until God tell you not to. Some of y'all be giving in on the wrong people, and then y'all wonder why y'all go through certain stuff. Because God didn't tell you to give in on that person. You did that because you judged them, or you feel like if you help this person, or if you promote this person, if you help this person, then they gonna look at you wrong. I done got that vibe, or God that told me why sometimes some of y'all don't share my stuff. Because y'all don't share my motivational talks, because I might get on my story and listen to rap music. Or I might get on my story and say goofy or funny stuff. But that's who I am. But God know who I am because he given me the voice to tell y'all that, yeah, I have flaws, but I'm also a presence to the community, to the youth, because I let them know up front that I'm going to work my tail off. I'm going to go hard. I'm a blessing. My clothing line is better days. And I've been through the struggle in the mud in certain situations that couldn't nobody ever say I didn't come out of successful. Nobody. And if y'all know my struggle and my story from college, from playing overseas, from grinding, from wherever, how's the last one on the bench, or whether, you know what I'm saying, I came from not having a lot of shoes to having a lot of shoes, or certain situations, or being slept on, or even being judgmental to this day at my job, and how I still go there and be a present to the children. Y'all would dare try to judge me or not share my stuff or not support the brand where I'm the main person that could help you in this community, in this city, in this culture come together. And I'm not saying that because I'm cocky. I'm saying it in the most humblest way because the story I went through and the stuff I went through and the stuff I deal with and the way that I deal with it. And it's not with no offense to nobody that's doing drugs with coping my feelings with drugs and drinking. Can't nobody put me in a better position to lead than how God put me in. And I hope y'all watch this video to the end and hear this last part. Because some people skim through and some people don't. And I hope this help y'all out and I hope y'all share this with the next neighbor or somebody else. Because when we talk about facing a moment, I'm one of the people that they be talking about in the NBA. He lived for moments like this. I promise y'all, I don't sleep. It is 12:09. I might have took a light nap at work on my lunch break, but it is 12:09. I don't sleep. I'm always working, whether it's on my book, whether it's on my craft and sports playing, whether it's thinking about coaching strategy, whether it's thinking about other jobs. I'm always here. And when you talk about facing a moment, I can't be scared no more. I was scared a couple times back then, but it's nothing I can be scared of when I know God got me whether I win, lose, or draw. Somebody could leave my life right now. It might hurt a little bit if I care. But at the end of the day, I know God got me and He moved them out of my life because they weren't gonna do nothing but mess me up, hurt me, or deter me. And He gonna put somebody better in my life as soon as I let them go. Situations. When I got hurt or when I get hurt, I don't think, oh, my basketball career is over. I think He trying to hold me away from certain people, certain situations, because He know how I am and He know how I could get. And He's saving one of His special children and one of His strong children to do something that He don't need to be doing. He blessing me. He keeping me out of trouble. So sometimes when y'all be saying stay out of trouble, trust me, I'm praying and I'm doing it in God, making sure it happens. I don't know what to say, anything else, but I can say, like I told my sisters, and I posted it, some of y'all ain't never gotta worry about sharing D Wright stuff because y'all look at this as D Wright or Don Terry, Mr. Wright, whatever. It's not about, it's about the message. You sharing the message and you helping someone else out. Like I said, some people don't share it because they might say, oh, I do this, this, and that. But y'all same people that's trying to judge off some of the other stuff I do, y'all definitely not perfect and y'all do a lot of other stuff that people don't know. And if they knew, they probably wouldn't even respect you. I just have the courage and the mindset and the energy to show them who I truly am between the lines and on the outside of the lines of this Better Days talking, the Better Days motto. It. Have a good night. Have a blessed week. Make sure y'all pray, drink water, stay ahead. I have Better Days gear on hand. I have new Better Days gear coming out. I would love for you to support, but if you don't, just pray that other people support and I make this brand biggest anyone could ever imagine because it's not even really about the money. If a lot of people know me, my profits don't even be high or don't even be a big profit. A lot of times I give people discounts. I just want you to walk around with that Better Days girl on so the world can know. And when they ask where Better Days come from, you explain what I went through, how I became up with it, and etc. Or you tell them they can message me. I'm always down to talk about my story. And I'm always down to help other people. Like I said, Mr. Better Days. Don't be scared to face that moment. Please don't. Facing the moment and not being scared of it is the title. Have a good night.